Hello everyone, this video will go through the story of Dead or Alive series. The series depicts a collection of skilled martial artists in a worldwide competition named the Dead or Alive Tournament. Dead or Alive Tournament Executive Committee, a massive corporation with unknown motives, hosts the fighting competition in arenas ranging from the North Pole to the Amazon rainforest. Dead or Alive, the first game in the series, introduced the initial characters and their reasons for entering the tournament. Kazumi, a runaway female ninja of the Mugen Tenshin clan and the series' main protagonist, enters the tournament to seek revenge against Raido, who crippled her brother Hayate. Kazumi wins the first DOA tournament and kills Raido. However, her decision to leave her village without permission violates the strict laws of the ninja society, and as a result, she becomes a haunted fugitive. A year later, Fame Douglas, founder and CEO of Do Attack, renowned as the sponsor of legendary Dead or Alive World Combat Championship, was killed. The responsible of his death, Victor Donovan, announced the second Dead or Alive Championship in order to bring a sense of terror to the world. As part of his plan, a Tango known as Guerrilla Kumine Banko Tsubo escapes from the Tango world and threatens the human world's peace and stability. Kazumi, who won the first tournament, was captured by the Do Attack Superhuman Development Project. She escapes, but her clone, Kazumi X, was created while she was being held captive. Kazumi's brother Hayate was also captured and was unwittingly used as a subject of Do Attack's bioweapon experiment, Epsilon. He was later left to die in the esoteric Black Forest of Germany after the experiment became a failure. Ryo Hayabusa enters the tournament, vowing to seek and destroy the evil Tango. Though a dangerous, suicidal task for any ordinary man, Hayabusa owes it to himself and to mankind to confront his fate. He tries to warn other competitors about the dangers of the tournament, but finds them unwilling to back down, so he proceeds to knock them out. He meets a competitor named Ai, who is actually the missing Hayate suffering from amnesia. During their fight, Hayabusa defeats him and restores some of his memory. Eventually, Hayabusa comes face to face with evil Tango. He defeats and kills Tango, winning the tournament. Although Hayabusa put a stop to the evil doings of Tango, it was too late to stop him from triggering a massive worldwide collapse. A dense cloud covered the entire planet in a shroud of darkness and fear. Following the Project Alpha and Epsilon, the ever-ambitious scientist Dr. Victor Donovan completes the Omega Project, producing the new superhuman Genra. The man, who was once leader of the Hyjin Mon ninjas of the Mugen Tenshin clan, is no longer human, but a force of singular and unprecedented capacities known as Omega. To test the subject Omega skills, Do Attack announced the third Dead or Alive World Combat Championship. The ninjas Hayate, Ayane, and Hayabusa enter the third tournament to defeat Genra. Bayman, the assassin who was once hired by Victor Donovan to kill Fame Douglas during the first tournament, enters the third tournament to get revenge on Donovan after he sent a mysterious sniper to kill him. Helena Douglas, daughter of Fame Douglas, was captured by the anti-Douglas faction of Do Attack, led by Donovan. Whether Helena likes it or not, she is dragged into the intertwined conspiracies within a huge Do Attack organization. Donovan challenges Helena to win a third tournament. If she wins, she will regain her freedom and learn the truth behind the Do Attack. To prevent her from winning, Donovan hires British assassin named Christie to keep an eye on her and kill her if necessary. Hayabusa is prepared to bring down Genra, but Hayate states to Hayabusa that he does not know Genra like he does since he and Genra are from the same clan. Hayate also states that since he is the new leader of the Mugen Tenshin clan, he should defeat Genra instead. However, at the same time, Ayane, as a Hyjin Mon ninja and Genra's foster daughter, feels it's her duty to defeat him, and a fate commands her to put Genra out of his misery. Eventually, she wins the third DOA tournament and kills Genra. After Ayane successfully defeats Doatech's last creation, Omega, Hayate returned to the Mugen Tenshin clan, taking over the leadership. Now leader, his heart burns with the desire of revenge as he goes on a quest to put an end to the Doatech for the innumerable pain the ninjas have suffered from the organization. During the fourth tournament, Hayate brought together the most powerful group of ninjas known to man. He is accompanied by Ayane, Ryu Hayabusa, and other members of the Mugen Tenshin clan. Kazumi, though reluctant, is dragged into the events herself as she follows her brother. The ninjas attack Doatech's primary headquarters, the gigantic Tree Towers building. Other competitors such as Brother Wong, Elliot, John Lei, Kokoro, Lei Fan, and Zack were also among the chaos during the assault. Kazumi confronts Helena, telling her to stop the fight between Doatech and the Mugen Tenshin clan. Helena refuses, stating that Hayate and the others will stop at nothing until Doatech is destroyed, and she is willing to do anything to stop Donovan and his new project Alpha 152 from causing havoc in the world. Helena attempts to shoot Kazumi, but she is saved by Hayabusa. Helena is later confronted by Christie, who reveals that she was her mother's killer, almost breaking down in sadness over her loss, and now boiling with anger. Helena fights Christie. The ninja assault left the Tree Towers in the Inferno, and the building's auto-destruct sequence activated by Helena led to the building's ultimate destruction. Helena tried to commit suicide by willingly letting herself be consumed by the flames of the burning building. Sadly, Zack came flying with a chopper, saving her before the Tree Tower buildings fell to dust. Bayman's military patrol is ambushed and cut down by a hooded figure of superhuman speed, which then dissolves into thin air. Seeking revenge, Bayman meets Helena aboard Freedom Survivor, as he is suspecting Doatech's involvement, which Helena denies, suggesting it might be rather the work of Donovan's breakaway faction. She is also approached by Kazumi, who is looking for information regarding Alpha 152. Helena promises her help and arranges a meeting between Hayate and Kazumi, who insists that the pursuit of Alpha is only her fight, rejecting Hayate's offer to aid her. Kazumi then sets out to find more clues about Alpha's whereabouts, going around the world while being herself pursued by Ayane. She is also haunted by Bayman, who suspects Kazumi of being an attacker and a desire to take her down himself. Meanwhile, at Doatech's oil platform, Rick is paid a visit by Christie, who claims to be a woman from his past, coming to test him and who is still working for Donovan. Donovan, his face hidden behind a white porcelain mask, is seen plotting the final stage of his Project Alpha, Phase 4. In Japan, Ryu Hayabusa is approached by Hayate and joins him and Ayane. Helena informs them that the Phase 4 will see a mass production of Kazumi clones to sell them to top militaries in the world. Feeling that something is wrong with Kazumi, Hayate orders Ayane to follow her and discover her real intentions. Frustrated with her failure to track down Alpha, Kazumi returns to Helena, demanding to be told the truth, and Helena directs her to the platform. Kazumi discovers the lab, with Alpha 152 in it, and appears to destroy her clone. However, she is then attacked and mortally wounded by Hayate and Ayane, and dies in Ryu's arms. This Kazumi is revealed to be merely a clone herself, but Ryu regrets her death anyway. Ryu destroys attacking helicopters, while Hayate is captured in the lab by Rick, who turns out to be working with Donovan. Ryu sends a falcon with a message for the true Kazumi, who has been sheltering with Murumasa all that time. She immediately joined them up at the platform. In the lab, they defeat Rick, who escapes after saying it was a plan to lure them there. Alpha 152 then appears, taking forms of not only Kazumi but also of Hayate and Ryu. But Hayate and Ayane, Ryu and ultimately Kazumi succeed in destroying her along with the lab. In a mysterious scientific laboratory, Donovan's team is experimenting on a giant man whose appearance seems familiar. One of his scientists, Nico, is monitoring a girl fighter in a 6th DOA tournament. In DOATech headquarters, Helena entrusts her assistant Mary a mission to approach and protect the young girl fighter, Honoka, ensuring that her power is not misused. Helena is later visited by Hayate, who recognizes Rick in the recorded video of previous fight in Donovan's plant, and is determined to chase him. Mary successfully gets close to Honoka, and the two become good friends. Hayate finds Rick in New York, who is now living with Boss. Hayate confronts and tries to interrogate about Donovan's mission named Mist, but gets no reply. Living a hermitage life, Kazumi is ambushed in a Japanese village by several of her clones, Alpha. She defeats them all with the help of Hayabusa. Honoka's special power of being able to mimic others' moves catches the attention of Ayane, and she reports this to his master, Hayate, who recalls an old enemy, Raido. Christie and Nico is testing a prototype on Donovan's basement, and Nico reveals that the prototype is built upon the most dangerous ninja ever, Raido, and obviously, the build is not complete yet. When Ayane meets Mary and Honoka again, she is mistaken by Mary for a danger to Honoka. However, when these two girls are fighting, Honoka is kidnapped by Christie. In Donovan's lab, Honoka is used to revive Raido, while Nico reveals that her power is not enough, and Christie suggests bringing another one who also shares Raido's blood. Ayane and Mary are lured to the basement, where Ayane is captured after Nico tells her that she and Honoka are sisters. Ayane's butterfly spirits reach Hayate and Kazumi, telling them her danger. When Hayate and Kazumi infiltrate the basement and rescue Ayane and Honoka, Raido is already revived. Eventually, Hayate and his companions defeat Raido,